Here's a look at Tails in a running pose like he's about to throw his little gizmo. I do like how on Tails his neck actually does articulate slightly.
Sean Solo Geeks.
Hey, what's going on? It's Sean Solo 8 and I'm back with another Sonic the Hedgehog 2 action figure review. From Wave 2 we have another Tails, and this time he comes with a backpack and it looks like a Gizmo Wing, it says there on the package. I just picked these two guys up over here for $5 at Walmart, so when you walk out at Walmart you can actually see these little trays of minifigures, and I think these enemies are really cool. Look how they come with these little stands on the bottom. How you can hold those up, but I think that's sweet. I already have Sonic up on the channel with his electrified motion, and before we can go any further on adventures, of course he's going to need his main man Tails. On the back of the package you can see it says 14 points of articulation. You can see the wave that he comes in, which I'm going to have Knuckles and Supersonic on the channel very shortly. There is a short little bio for Tails. It says Tails is on a mission to find Sonic using his brains, tons of gadgets, and of course his two tails. But without further ado, let's open up Tails and let's take a closer look. Boom! Tails is out of his package with all of his accessories. Unfortunately, he can't put the backpack on his back. That would be pretty cool. Maybe you can wedge it in between the two tails, and I think you can. We'll try that in a minute. You can see he does hold his gadgets really well. One thing I do like is those tight hands, because it looks like he's going to be able to hold Sonic's map from his last review. But let's try to put that backpack between his tails and see how that looks. He'll probably tip over, but we'll check it out. Now, his tails won't flip and hold the backpack in like I was hoping, but if you wanted him on display, you can display him like this, looking down at his gizmo with his backpack on his tails. But I think he looks pretty cool. Let's just get those accessories off and try something else really quick. Look at Tails in a running pose like he's about to throw his little gizmo. I do like how on Tails his neck actually does articulate slightly. It's very slight, but I'll show you that here in a minute. But I do want to try him with his accessories quickly just to see how that looks. But as you can see, standing up next to Sonic, pretty good height comparison, even though I do have his knees bent just ever so slightly. But I want to try this map in his hands and see how that looks. Just as I had hoped for, he holds the map absolutely perfect, as well as Sonic's accessories. I really do love how all of these can be interchangeable, but look at that. That looks cool. Fantastic addition, especially for the price point of $10. You cannot go wrong. And if you're wondering if Sonic can hold the gizmo, yes, he can. There you go, right there. It looks pretty cool. I think this is a fantastic duo. Can't wait to get Knuckles and Supersonic out here too for some fun. But let's get Sonic off of the turntable. We'll put him right back here to watch the rest of our review. We'll turn the turntable off. And as you can see, yeah, he holds these gadgets really, really well. Now, throughout the review on the turntable, his tail did want to pop off because it does articulate right there. As you can see, it pops off and it's just a little ball joint. Just plug that into the back. His hands are pretty soft and squishy, as you can see there. But as for the face mold, yeah, Tails looks fantastic. Great mouth, eyes, nose, paintwork. It looks fantastic. The sculpt looks good. The hat, ears are pretty tough. It definitely isn't removable. You would think that they glued it on here, but it does look like a mold piece. But look what I meant by the head tilting. You can see how it moves back and forth. Fantastic job, Jakks Pacific. I really do dig that. Again, his arms pop up about that high. They do rotate 360. There is a bend in the elbow, which you can't even tell which way you have it around most of the time, but it really doesn't matter. The gloves are on a swivel. The legs kick back, kick forward. He has a nice bend in the knee, and of course a swivel in that boot with a little bit of tilt in there and some peg holes on the bottom. Let's take a look at Knuckles' backpack. You can see there's a little bit of some tails up on there, which is pretty cool with some nice paint. But overall, yeah, it's a good craftsmanship, nice mold. You can see the black little straps on there, nicely detailed. It is pretty heavy. As for the gizmo, let's go ahead and take that out of Sonic's hand. But you can see, yeah, that is very highly detailed and well painted. Definitely looks like something kind of like Egyptian of some sort. But it is pretty bendable and sturdy. And again, as you saw, it does fit in all characters' hands, but definitely pretty sweet. But that's going to wrap up my review of Tails from Wave 2 of Sonic the Movie 2 action figures. Click on one of these videos up on the screen, and I will see you guys in the next video.